Morning everybody, it's 22nd of January and it's been quite a while since my last video, a good 7, nearly 8 weeks ago since I've done a video, and I've been busy with Christmas, and my dad came over to stay with me for a while and went away on a holiday, so the vegetable gardens had a little lack of care over the last 7 or 8 weeks, but I'll show you what's happening and what's growing. You'll see a vast difference since the last video, and I'll quickly take you around and show you what's happening. But as I say, it's in a bit of a, not a sad state, but it needs a little bit of TLC to get it up to shape, so quickly go around and show you what's going on. These are the potatoes. I moved here in the last video, put the irrigation system on, and as you can see they're coming along quite nicely. I think next week or two I might start emptying out a few tubs to see what's in there. So the irrigation system worked well, I didn't lose any while I was away, and they seem to be growing quite nicely, so let's go inside and see what's happening. I've got a few trays I've sowed a couple of weeks ago. Started to sow some seeds here for my winter veg. There's some cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, some more salad in there, which you'll see the state of the salad in the main garden. Some leeks, some celery, which I've finally managed to get to germinate after struggling for ages. Never had great success with celery, but like I mentioned in the last video, I used the seeds off of the plants I've got in the garden. It seems to have worked. And then there I've got, after promising never to grow red onions again, I've got a tray of red onions, but this is a different variety, so I'm going to see if it makes a difference, because as I say, normally I struggle with red onions, they go to seed, so I'm trying a different variety this year, and if they still go to seed then this will be the last year I grow red onions. So I'm giving it one more shot to see how we go. So let's go inside and see what's happening in here. It's a bit of a jungle since the last video. Okay, we'll start down this end where the tomatoes are, and you'll see that the tomatoes have reached right to the top of the net there. Try and get they're right up there by the top of the net, so they're a good 7 foot tall, 2.1, and they've got loads of, I mean, the tomatoes are huge. This one here, I'm only going to see, there's my hand, so that's at least the size of my hand. I've had to tie up the trusses with string to stop them from snapping. Look down here, these trusses, it just bends right over at the top there where they meet the main stem, and I've had a couple snap off, so I've had to tie a load up to take the weight off of them. I must actually get out here today and pick some of these, because there's quite a few here that need to come off. There's another monster one there. You know, to see, as you can see there, that's an average size one. I mean, you get one or two that are quite big, so they need to come out. The other little tomato plants, the small ones that I sowed later on, they're also coming on well. They're now at about 4 foot tall, and they're also starting to set some tomatoes. I don't think these ones are going to be quite as big as the other ones, but we'll wait and see. We maybe get surprised. Okay, this is the salad bed. The famous celery is still there. That's got to come out. It's well past its sell by date. I've taken seed that I need, so it's just taking up space now. All the salad I've got's gone to seed while I've been away. The hot wheel we've got doesn't really like so much heat. It just gets to a certain point and just boom, bolts, so that's got to go. The rocket's also bolted, it's also going to seed, so this bed needs emptying out really. Everything needs to come out of here, and put some new stuff in, new salad, which I've got growing in the trays. The aubergines, compared to the last video, have shot up. They're about 5 foot tall now, and they make these long, skinny type of aubergines, rather than like the pear-shaped aubergines you normally buy. It's almost like a cucumber type shape, and they're quite nice because the plant itself is a more upright growing plant. The other one's more of a normal plants I grow a bush. This one tends to grow more upright, but I've got a big problem with black fly. I don't know if you can see on these leaves, it's covered in black fly, so I've got to spray it with some sort of organic spray to try and get this under control, because they're just going crazy. They're covered the leaves. Chilies have shot along. Now these little things, these are a gardener's best friend. I don't know if it's going to focus in here. You're going to see this little black and orange grub type thing. These are actually ladybugs larvae, and they eat black fly, so the more of those I can get, the better. And just looking here, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's about 6 or 7 there, but they seem to be more on the chilies and leaving the aubergines alone, and the aubergines seem to be getting hammered. The chilies are sort of fending off a bit better, but the chilies are down here. There, still haven't ripened up yet, still green. And then moving on to the peppers, got loads of peppers, they're all ripening up now. Nice big red peppers, there's plenty in there. And they're still setting a few more fruit at the top here and here. So the peppers are doing well. Butternuts, it's doing okay. Most of the butternut have set now, right at the top there. There's some hanging off the mesh there, at the back there. There's some. It's sort of looking a bit sorry for itself. Sort of has another sort of burst of life about this time of the year, and it starts to set like little tiny more butternut, which I don't like there. Like that little one, I'll cut that off because I won't have time to ripen up before I get into winter. So that's the butternut. Cucumbers also looking a little sorry for itself. There's still a few cucumbers in there need to come off, but hasn't really produced many more flowers, so I think it's coming to the end of its life, the cucumber. Green beans, I'm on about third or fourth row of green beans, and they need picking. There are plenty of beans here. This next row is also starting to set flowers now, and then got another row which I sowed about a couple of weeks ago, starting to come up. And then the courgettes. This is a different variety I normally grow, and they're not as prolific really. Normally the courgettes, once they stop producing, they come thick and fast, but these ones, you know, you get 1 or 2. This plant seems to be a bit better than the other one. There's a couple in there ready to come off. Spring onions are massive. And shallots are looking a little sad. They don't look so great. I've got a feeling it's really the wrong time of year. I should also plant them when it's a bit cooler. It's been a bit too hot for them. You see all the leaves are, tips of the leaves and the base of them are a bit burnt from the sun, so I think if I grow them again I might try and grow them a bit more towards the winter and grow them in the summer. Beetroot and carrots are still here. Beetroot, it's not too bad. It doesn't taste the greatest, as I say. It tends to grow better in the cooler months, but it's not bad. The carrots are fine. You know, halfway through the carrots. So once this bed's empty, I think my garlic's going to go in here. So once that's done, time for the garlic. Fennel also gone crazy in there. Also really prefers the cooler months, tends to bolt a bit. There's one here that's starting to go to flower already, so doesn't really like the heat so much. And the spinach that was here has been and gone, also bolted while I was away, but I've sown some more, and again very sporadic germination. There's lots of bare patches, and I did sow quite a thick row of seed, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe some more germinate next couple of weeks. And the sweet potatoes are taking over the whole bed. It's full up, full. I'm going to try and trim it off, keep it under control, and it's starting to make flowers now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we should have a bumper crop of sweet potatoes. So that's about it for now, folks, and I'll try and have a bit of a tidy up and sort out in here and give you another update when I'm finished. So that's it. If you want to keep up what's going on, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.